Undersecretary of State Jose Fernandez, thank you so much for being here. I wanted to start, let's pretend you're ChatGPT, and I'm going to input a question, which is critical minerals. What are they and why do they matter? Go.
Critical minerals matter because they're essential for a clean energy future. We cannot have electric vehicles, we cannot have windmills for wind energy without critical minerals. They are scarce and we need to find them.
How do we go about finding them? Right, it involves mining, which can create environmental problems. So I know that both countries are working on sustainable value chains and supply chains. Can you tell us a bit about recent agreements that have come out of both the Biden and the Trudeau administrations?
So the U.S. and Canada are world leaders in responsible mining. We're not the issue. The issue is we've got to make sure that the benefits of mining reach communities outside of the U.S. and Canada. So we're working in Latin America, in Africa, and elsewhere in order to make sure that communities don't have to choose between economic growth and environmental degradation. That's a false choice. We've got to find a way of making sure that mining and the benefits of mining reach the communities where mining takes place.
What are some specific examples of how that can happen? Because when I hear mining for something like critical minerals, I think perhaps fossil fuel use or destruction to an ecosystem.
Right. Well, first of all, you've got to talk to the communities. You've got to ask them what they want. You can't just go in, build a mine, and say, well, you'll get a royalty rate for it. That's not the way it works. You've got to make sure that they've got the schools, that they've got the roads, that the benefits of mining will remain after the mine is closed. And that's what we're trying to do. We've put together a group of 13 partners, 12 countries plus the EU, to work together on sharing information, investing in mines, financing mines, recycling, and making sure that we do that by following the highest environmental, social, and governance standards. We cannot engage in the race to the bottom when it comes to mining.
We conducted a survey of our readers and followers across all of our social media channels at GZERO. We asked the question, are the U.S. and Canada together able to meet the challenges right now of climate change? And 65% said no. What's your reaction to that, and what would you say to assure them?
Tony, climate change is the existential question of our time. I look at my kids and I hug my kids and I ask myself, what kind of a world will they live in 2050 if we can't control climate change? I think we've got a challenge. I can't assure you that we're going to get it done, but I can tell you that we're going to do our best to make sure that we lower emissions, that we find a way of ensuring that our children can live in a world that they deserve. We've got to work hard, and I think you'll see that Canada and the United States, we are unique partners. No country in the world has the relationship that we have with the Canadians. We're going to work together, and we're going to get it done. I believe we're going to get it done because I spend my time, and my colleagues spend a lot of our time looking at this issue, and we're looking to improve this issue. But I can't assure that. We have to work together. It's a challenge that will be hard, but frankly, we have no choice.
So you've spent a couple of days here in Canada, and obviously President Biden and Prime Minister Trudeau very famously met for their first in-person summit just a week ago. What do you think is the single biggest issue that the two countries together are confronting right now? What's most urgent for you, and what would you like to see happen in terms of policy?
We are going to work together on joint energy strategies to make sure that we reach that net zero emissions world that we need to achieve by 2050. I think if we can do that on the energy front, you'll see the Canadian-U.S. relationship become even stronger.
Undersecretary Jose Fernandez, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.